common medical supplies and equipment athletic trainers use in their practice. You will see these items used in the clinic and out in the field, and their use will cover the domains of athletic training. The first thing we will be discussing is tape and taping products. These are the products most people think about when they think about athletic training. Tape can be used for a variety of things, but it is primarily used in the prevention and treatment of injuries. There are many different variations of the tape that is used, but we will discuss the more common types that you will see. Non-elastic white tape, as seen here, is what is used the most for the prevention and treatment of injuries. It can be used on any joint on the body to limit range of motion, or it can be used for holding an object in place on the body. This type of tape comes in many different widths, making it easier for use for a variety of reasons. Next is what most call pre-wrap. This is more of a tape accessory as it is mostly used in order to protect a patient's skin from the adhesive on the tape. It is made of a thin styrofoam-like material, making it easy to work with, but with limited function. The final type that we will discuss today is elastic tape. This type of tape can be used for a variety of reasons as well, but most likely to limit range of motion at any joint in the body and treat and/or prevent injury. Cover other tape so that it does not come off during activity or hold an object in place on the body. It too comes in many different widths, colors, and material to provide more user-friendly, to become more user-friendly and more applicable for use for a variety of reasons. Next, we will discuss bandages. This will primarily include those items used in wound care. First up, gauze. Like most gauze can be used for many different things, but it is especially useful for dressing open wounds or burns. It can come in a variety of shapes and sizes, sterile versus non-sterile, and adhesive versus non-adhesive. The next two items show you the different types of adhesive bandages that can be used. These are just a couple of shapes that you can see, but know that there are many, many, many different types of adhesive bandages that comes in all shapes and sizes. The primary use is to cover open wounds or burns from outside bacteria while the wound heals. Last is a product called Steri-Strips. These are small strips with strong adhesive on the back that can be used to temporarily close a larger or deeper open wound. Wraps, braces, and splints can be used for a variety of reasons, but are primarily used to prevent injury, limit range of motion within a joint, and/or completely restrict motion within a body part due to excessive motion and/or suspected broken bone. An ACE bandage can be used for a variety of reasons, but primarily is used for providing localized pressure to an area to control swelling formation. Moving into splints, these two products are the two types of splints used the most. The first, seen on the bottom, is called a SAM splint. This is a lightweight product that's designed for immobilizing bone and soft tissue injuries in emergency situations, i.e. fracture to an arm. It is relatively cheap and moldable, so it can fit nicely into a kit and used over and over. It is chosen in the event no other splints are available and/or for smaller body parts. The other type of splint shown is the vacuum rigid splint. This product is used for the same reason as a SAM splint, but is used by wrapping around the body part and extracting the air from the splint itself to mold around the injured part for complete immobilization. Next, the brace. Braces can be used in both the prevention of injuries as well as treatment of injuries and provide the same support as a tape job, limiting range of motion, but it can be reused. The final form of brace or splint is the triangular bandage. This is a piece of cloth made into a right-angled triangle to be used as a temporary sling to the arm. Next up, modalities. Modalities are any form of treatment that can cause change within the body in order to have a curative power. This can be ice, heat, electrical stimulation, ultrasound, etc. The first thing needed in order to use modalities is a treatment table. Now this is a very nice treatment table and very expensive, but the point I'm trying to make is, as common sense as it seems, you need a flat surface that your patients can sit or lay on in order to get the full effect of your treatment. So having a table of some kind is mandatory. An ice machine or something that can make large quantities of ice is also needed. Ice is the go-to treatment for a variety of illnesses and injuries because it is quick, cheap, and mobile, as well as mobile. So having an ice machine is also a must. The following items are less mandatory and more just nice to have on hand. Game Ready is a product that is used for compression and cryotherapy, so ice at the same time. The sleeve is wrapped around the injured body part, and cold water from the main unit is pumped through the sleeve and circulated around the injury. This is an electrical stimulation machine. It can be used for electrical stimulation as well as ultrasound. This is ultrasound gel needed for ultrasound in order to have the transducer head seen here get around the skin easily. These are electrical stimulation pads used to conduct the stimulation into the body, as well as a hydroculator used for moist heat packs. We will next discuss first aid products. The products that we will discuss are a very small amount of products versus the large amount of products usually used for first aid or wound care. The bandage products discussed earlier could also be included with these first aid products. First and foremost, a CPR mask or cover is absolutely needed to be on your person at all times. I actually have a mask in each of my kits as well as a keychain on my car keys because you just never know when you need a CPR mask. Next is cotton rolls. These products are usually used in the event someone has a nosebleed, but I have used them for a variety of other reasons in my previous practice. This type of product can really be used to stop outpour of some kind of bodily fluid. Gloves are another product that you may need to have access to at any point. I can't tell you how many times I found gloves in my washer or dryer because I just never emptied my pockets. Gloves come in different material and sizes dependent upon the allergies, i.e. if you or your patient has latex allergy, and your hand size. Gloves need to be as fitted to you as possible for proper use. There isn't anything more annoying than too large of gloves while you are trying to dress a wound. The next product is called a pin light. This is primarily used in the evaluation of head injuries to check the reaction of the eyes, but can be used for a variety of other reasons, like looking into the mouth, ears, nose, etc. Finally, the next product is a biohazard bag. These are designated bags for soiled material, such as bloody bandages, bloody gloves, etc. Next, sharps. Sharps mean exactly what it sounds like, anything with a sharp edge. Athletic trainers can use scalpels in a variety of ways, except for surgery. Scalpels come in a variety of blade lengths and depths. In athletic training practice, I've seen it used in the preparation of treatment for general medical issues. The most common used item in the practice of athletic training is scissors. Cutting tape off, cutting shoulder pads, etc. Scissors are another item that athletic trainers will always have on their person, no matter the event. Tweezers are another item that can be used for a variety of general medical issues. Another product you don't need until you don't have it. Sharks are purely used to cut off ankle tape jobs, and nail clippers are another item that is needed to mainly protect others from cuts due to someone's long nails. Now let's get into some medicinal treatments. I'm not going to go into too much depth, but just for your basic understanding, hydrogen peroxide, rubbing alcohol, a product called Hibiclens, saline solution. These are all excellent products to have on hand for cleaning wounds. Products like Neosporin are great for protecting wounds from bacteria, and products like hydrocortisone cream are great for treating dry, itchy skin. Same for oral medications. I'm not going to go into too much detail with the science of these medications, but I will help you understand why you instruct patients to take these products. Acetaminophen is your Tylenol used for pain relief. Ibuprofen is good for pain relief and a reduction of inflammation. Imodium and Pepto-Bismol are used for gastrointestinal issues. And diphenhydramine, is an antihistamine used for allergic reactions. So far you've heard me mention general medical issues a few different times. These items that we will be discussing are only used for the evaluation of general medical issues and conditions. Stethoscopes, used for listening to the internal body sounds. Sphygmomanometer, used for checking internal pressures. Otoscope, used for looking into the ear and nose. Ophthalmoscope, used for looking into the eye. Tuning forks, used to create vibrations to check for fractures and proper hearing. And a reflex hammer, used for checking the reflexes and sensations of the skin. Rehabilitation equipment can really span a whole presentation by itself, but these are the items that you will most widely use within your practice and for many different exercises. For a nicely stocked rehabilitation area, you'll need some form of warm-up equipment, such as a bike, medicine balls, free weights, some form of uneven surface, such as a foam pad, to challenge balance, and resistance bands or tubing to provide added resistance in the event you do not want to use weights. Finally, we will discuss some equipment specific to athletic trainers. Medical kits can come in many different shapes, sizes, material, etc. You probably have seen athletic trainers wearing fanny packs on the field, but it is 100% practitioner preference. I personally have 3 different types of medical kits, but that I have chosen to use in the past, but they are used for different scenarios. No matter what you choose to use in your future practice, choose a kit that will hold most of the products we have discussed thus far, along with other products you will want to have with you, can be easily used and accessible, and is comfortable for you to lug around in and on the field.